What's going on YouTube? It's Jordan here bringing you another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you my reaction to the NHL 26 Be a Pro Deep Dive trailer. It's not a live reaction. This is take 2 of this video. I thought I recorded a whole video. I did watch the whole trailer, give my live reaction and thoughts, and forgot to press record. So this is unfortunately, it's not a live reaction, but it is still my reaction. I'll give you my thoughts. So let's just get right into it here. Just if you see me looking off to the side instead of looking at like the main screen or the webcam, I'm just monitoring my Streamlabs here, making sure that all the audio is good for you guys. Hopefully you guys can hear this and it's not too loud, or at least louder than my voice. If you can't hear it, it's not a big deal. So yeah, we get the new presentation, new storyline, and the consequences. Yeah, and that's a very good thing to have the very good to get a new get the new consequence system, I think. Hold on, I want to take a look at this. This might be a more in deep dive, like more of a breakdown here instead of a live reaction, obviously, but so you can see challenges match, make the team swagger. So maintain 80 form score. Hopefully that's the new thing instead of the like A plus, B minus, like the F through A grade thing for like defense, offense, and team play. Like this would be a lot better, I think. Scored 2 goals. He scored 9 goals, so that's interesting. But yeah, the challenges thing, like this is cool. I like this new thing. So skating out of the tunnel is really cool. I'm just gonna pause here. I really like this. The voice actors, like, hopefully that is for every person. Like, you know, hopefully there is. I know it's like in previous years there always be the one player you'd have the conversations with. Hopefully, like this is a thing. At least every player you have conversations with, or your agent, your GM. Hopefully, they all have voice actors, even if it's just generic. Like if I'm talking to Celebrini, it doesn't have to be his voice. Just as long as like there's something, right? Instead of just having to read it, I think that's cool. And I like this. Okay, so we still have the teammate likability and the brand likability. I was hoping that was gone. I talked about that in the last one that never got recorded. The tunnel walkout, that's very cool. And this I love. Oh, hold on here. But I love this, that we get to see the Stanley Cup be in the room and celebrate with the fellas. Like, that's awesome. And this, I like this is better than what it was before. I don't remember ever having a media talk or whatever where my stuff went down or up. It was always just brand likability and media likability. Like, it was starting to get a pretty stale. Like, I was hoping it was going to be gone completely. I see it's still there, obviously, from the challenges that we stopped and looked at, but you know, at least there's more to it now. There's also this instead of only that, so that is nice. So you get positives and then also the negatives. And the legacy likability, that must be like if you can be a Hall of Famer or not when you retire. So that's interesting. I like this. Injuries and setbacks, so then you get negative health, or you just do this and yeah, your legacy likability goes down. I think that's really cool. So this is one thing I want to stop, because this is obviously the Memorial Cup. And the thing I talked about, it's going to really frustrate me, and we'll get to that, is it just talks about how you play the World Juniors and get drafted. It never shows anything about playing in the CHL. So I'm curious if there is a version of Be a Pro you can play with no story, and then you just play in the minors or the major juniors, and hopefully can still play the World Juniors. But I like this. You can see you get X Factor points, the likability and stuff, the primary, the line score. So this is still here. This isn't gone. But, you know, there's some new things here. Like the draft stock, I think, is cool. You can get that added. Or negative. That's very good. So there's lots of good things here. This is the thing I do not like, is the storyline. This frustrates the crap out of me. Just wait here. Just want him to say it. Okay, hold on. I want to go back to that frame. So here you can see you can spend your energy and you can get all this stuff to go up. Like you can see the skill training. That's got to be how your overall gets higher. And then the X Factor points, obviously, for getting X Factors. Energetic health. Like this is going to be cool. A new system, hopefully. The penalty kill line score plus 5% attacker score minus like ability. Like this is interesting, a whole new system. Maybe it's good that we still have the teammate like abilities and brand like abilities and all that stuff, but hopefully it is in just a better way than it was and not so stale. And that's what I'm not a fan of. I was hoping that we would get to play the entirety of the World Juniors. I don't want to only play starting the semifinals. Yeah, I think that's a huge miss. I think it's awesome. Like it's still cool that the World Juniors is there. It's still cool that I can win the World Junior Gold for Canada. But I want to play all the games and earn it, not just like here we go. You're thrown in now into the deep of it, into the deep end, and sink or swim. Not a fan. Yeah. So it makes it sound like it's the two games, the semifinals, and then I'm assuming if you lose, you get to play for bronze. Hopefully, it's not just like, sorry, you lost, now you don't even get to play for bronze. So it's gonna be two games, and it makes it seem like that dictates your draft score, which I just hate that. That's gonna be terrible. Um, Spoiler alert: there is no other mention of playing in the CHL or anything that I could hear. Hopefully, watching it through a second time, maybe I hear something I might have missed. But if that's it, two games and you get drafted, it's a huge miss. We've already had that. The past how many years you choose Europe and you play like maybe 8 games total. I never won the Championship League trophy, so I don't even know how many games it is. Or you get the Memorial Cup, and then the Memorial Cup is what, 4 or 5 games max. Just a huge miss. I'm over just being set in a specific number of games. I want to play an entire season, have 80 plus games decide where I get drafted, not just 6 or 7. Huge miss for me. But this is cool. Getting all these new different cutscenes, the tunnel walkouts, being on stage for the draft.
Once I was dressed and everything, I was just so excited to start playing. I still remember going out for the rookie lap, looking around the arena, like it was kind of like a moment where it hit me.
The consequences. This is going to be big, I think. I'm only pressing it once. Sorry, boys here. So challengers make the playoffs. Advance to game 8. That's interesting. There's no game 8. What are we doing? This is what I'm curious of. Chapter to chapter. Do I not get the... Oh! Okay, this is all the games. So advance to game 8, like get to here. Okay, let's scroll back. Okay, so game 1... So it's like 8 game segments. Okay, that's interesting. As long as I get to play in every game, that's fine with me. This could be interesting too, getting it actually assigned to the AHL. I don't even know if that was possible before. I always pretty much got drafted like at least in the top 5 and always played for the first like the NHL team. So hopefully this is a good thing. Now you can actually get sent down. So yeah, will you fold or shine? So yeah, there's nothing else here. Yeah, I think that again, like there better be. I don't think this is a deep enough dive. I should get to know because I'm not gonna find it again probably, but there was a screenshot of the Tigers playing Rimouski. So that means that the CHL is there, but there's no mention of it. It tells you start off in the World Juniors. Do I play the World Juniors and then go back to the CHL and get to finish out the year at least? Or is it just, I'm going to pick, now there's no Europe option. Instead, you're going to pick Memorial Cup or 2 World Junior games. I don't know. My hype for Be a Pro before this, before the deep dive, was like 100 out of 10. I couldn't wait. It was the first game mode I was going to go into. You know, like I'm just not thrilled. Now, it's probably the second or third game mode I go into. I'm still excited for it. Like, it's still going to be a fresh Be a Pro experience. It's still something I want to bring to you guys here on YouTube. But my excitement for it is just tanked. Now it might be like the third or fourth game mode I go into, not the first. Like, that would have been my plan. The very first YouTube video you guys would have got from me on 26 would have been Be a Pro. It won't be now. It will probably be franchise. I doubt we get a franchise deep dive because there was no mentions of that changing at all. But yeah, I mean, like, there's some good things here. The consequences is good. The fact that we get a storyline with voice actors is good. You know, hopefully that's enough to carry to make me forget about the fact that I could have been playing a whole tournament of World Juniors, and instead I get 2 games. And, you know, maybe I'm too quick to judge because this is like a 3-minute deep dive. It shouldn't really be called a deep dive. It's more of just a Be a Pro trailer. Because, like, a deep dive, I would know, like, I would have most of the answers to my questions. Of, are we going to get to play in the CHL? Can we still play in Europe? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me in this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I wasn't expecting this video to be negative. I was really excited about this. So, you know, hopefully, once the game comes out, obviously you get the answers to my questions. Hopefully the answers to my questions are, like, good, like the answers I'm looking for. And this might still be the first series you get from me. It would most likely be franchise mode, though, now. And let me know what your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Be a Pro still? What's the first game mode you're going to play when NHL 26 comes out? Are you going to franchise mode, Be a Pro, Hut, eShell? Let me know. And let me know what position you think I should play in my Be a Pro series. I'm leaning towards a left-wing grinder just because, you know, being a grinder, you don't always start out on the first line, second line when you get drafted. You have to work your way up, which I think is cool. And there's nothing that says I can't work my way into, you know, a grinder, goal scorer, power forward-esque type player. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and YouTube. We'll see you in the next one.